We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And it blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holloway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Rolling. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, rolling. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So first and 10 now from the 30. The Cowboys had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
On play action, Prescott. The completion to Riddick. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now again, right side, rolling. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott from the gun. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And on third and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Riddick, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. He was on point throwing the... And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll set up a throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Back to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down. Rolling. Oh, he's got over. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that are watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. On third down, here's Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Third down, a loss of 4. And on now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost...
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
And this one a 41-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Airing one deep for Reddick. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you, and that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Rolling. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll go down at the 28.
173 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Prescott off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abuka gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson.
Down at about the 30-yard line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are pouring it on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He connected on his first, this from 41.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On second down, rolling and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, rolling. And he's got room. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, rolling. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
He finds his man, complete. It's Holloway.
And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now a give, right side, rolling, and he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle, rolling, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, rolling, And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. To the 43, second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff running left is Gibson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second and 13. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Fourth down, Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll run on first down. Rolling.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Right back to him on first down.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Well, fans usually love to see